The cost to heat your home is heading way up, why you may now qualify for some help at paying your bill. What concerns Liberian business owners are bringing to city leaders and police. Plus, honoring fallen Grand Forks officer Cody Holte in Washington, D.C. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening, everyone. A change in the weather department today, and temperatures are set to stay cool tomorrow. Hutch joins us with a first look at the forecast. Hutch?
Stacey, thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we're going to get started right away with just a brief review of what happened yesterday. We did tell you about some damage that happened out near the Frazee area, and this photo was shared with us earlier this afternoon. Mary Kay showing this storm working its way through a lowering of the cloud base here and what appears to be a funnel coming out of the bottom of that, and that is the area where the damage occurred. So we cannot tell on the picture if that's rotating. We cannot tell on the picture if it's in contact with the ground, but certainly an ominous looking sky. Here's what the radar looked like. This was in the 6 o'clock hour as we were broadcasting on Valley News Live last night as that storm made its way toward the Frazee area, and there is Eagle Lake where the damage was reported. So it fits fairly nicely with the radar data as well. Now we turn our attention to some shiver-worthy facts in your Friday forecast. First and foremost, sprinkles showing up near Minot. We have this big patch of clear skies down here. Clear skies, dry air. That means we're going to cool off very quickly. We're just getting an update on that freeze warning out to the west. That's why it's flashing at us there. But essentially, the best chance at freezing temperatures will be out to the west. We could see a few in southeastern North Dakota getting down into those mid and upper 30s. We'll have more on that in your hour-by-hour forecast as well here in a few moments.
Thanks so much, Hutch. Now, with these colder temperatures comes news no one wants to hear. Widespread supply and demand has caused a significant increase in natural gas prices. A Minnesota natural gas company predicts the average family will pay $44 more a month all winter. With the high prices, Valley News Team's Alex Larson is breaking down the details of both the Minnesota and North Dakota heating assistance available. Alex?
Thank you, Stacey. If you've never qualified for heating assistance in the past, you might this year. For the first time, the Minnesota Department of Commerce is expecting 600,000 households are going to be eligible for heating assistance this winter. To qualify for the programs, both require a household's income to be at or below the median income level of the state. Charts can show where your household fits based on the number of people living there. Both homeowners and renters are eligible. The assistance funds will pay partial costs of natural gas, electricity, propane, and other fuel sources, as well as weatherization programs available, sealing your home to keep warm air in and the cold air out. If eligible, you can also receive help with the costs of cleaning, repairs, and replacing broken heating systems. North Dakota says there are 2 different methods its residents will be paid. If they buy directly from a provider, their bill will be sent to the state. If your heating costs are included in your rent and you don't have subsidized housing, you can be paid directly. If submitting an application for assistance, you will have to give proof of incomes. You're encouraged to apply early as funds may run out. However, emergency applications can be submitted at any time. In studio, Alex Larson.
Thanks so much, Alex. And to fill out an application for assistance, North Dakotans can find the link right on our website. Just click on this story. In Minnesota, your application must be sent via mail.
From the state of North Dakota, Cody Nathaniel Holt.
Tonight, thousands gathered in our nation's capital for a candlelight vigil, paying their respects to the officers who died in the line of duty in 2019 and 2020. Their names now etched on the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Wall. The event will conclude with a memorial service on the lawn of the Capitol on Saturday before friends and family head home. Grand Forks officer Cody Holte, among those honored, will bring you much more on his legacy and how he's being remembered tomorrow right here on Valley News Live. 507 days have passed since George Floyd was murdered in Minneapolis. He would have turned 48 today. People came out this evening to celebrate his life and impact. Some people are gathering to have important conversations about race and policing. Others are celebrating George Floyd's birthday as a way of keeping his spirit alive. Some breaking news nationally. Former President Bill Clinton is hospitalized in California. He's been there since Tuesday evening, being treated for a non-COVID related infection. A spokesman says Clinton is on the mend and in good spirits. Now to a story we've been following very closely involving a former West Fargo teacher and messages he's accused of sending to a detective who he thought was a 14-year-old girl. 59-year-old Ronald Thompson is charged with 1 count of luring a minor for sex. However, Thompson's attorney says his client never arranged to meet with the teen, urging the jury to find Thompson not guilty. The jury deliberated for 20 minutes before being released for the day. They'll reconvene tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. A parent's nightmare becoming a reality this morning as a school bus carrying children was hit by a pickup truck. 4 Ada Borup West students were taken to the hospital, one of them being airlifted. The superintendent says some injuries are serious, but none are life-threatening. Clay County Sheriff says it appears the pickup traveling on 40th Street North failed to yield to the bus traveling east on 190th Avenue North. The sheriff says the driver of the pickup was hurt, but his injuries also are not life-threatening. New for you at 10, the Liberian population in the Red River Valley is growing. More than 24 Liberian business owners met with city officials tonight from Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead, discussing issues ranging from their businesses to safety and policing. Valley News Live's Aaron Walling brings us this story.
We ask you to engage also. You know, obviously, all of us up here need to engage with you when you have needs.
City officials with Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead met with Liberian business owners Thursday evening to create connections. Policing was one of many topics brought up.
Those are the kind of problems we have had. Right now, I can tell you that Fargo police has improved a lot. We have had several hiccups.
Gibson Giroux is the director of the Action Aid program in Fargo. He says those hiccups include the cultural differences between Liberians and Americans, which have the potential to cause strife and tension with other residents in the Fargo-Moorhead area. One example Giroux brought up is the typical speaking volume of Liberians, he says, which can be misconstrued as yelling. West Fargo Mayor Bernie Dardis addressed the topic over security and safety that was brought up by the Liberian community.
It doesn't matter where you live in our communities. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. We're going to provide the security for you.
Many in attendance asked the city officials about their businesses, saying some have been denied loans.
Trying to apply for these grants to tell us the credits are not good enough. The credits didn't change the fact that we were also affected by COVID.
City officials didn't address personal circumstances, but they did offer to connect the business owners with available resources, like the police department's cultural liaison or the New American Development Center.
Our biggest role is to help convene and connect you with resources that you need.
In Fargo, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
Attendees hope this event will bring the Liberian community and city officials closer. A Minnesota lawmaker is pushing for privacy rights for children on social media. Senator Amy Klobuchar wants to introduce a federal privacy law for social media platforms, as well as a competition policy to allow for new social media platforms to emerge. She also wants to make algorithms more transparent.
Right now, the tech companies, no matter how bad the content is, they can just do whatever they want.
Senator Klobuchar says she believes the Children's Online Privacy Act needs to be updated to expand the age group that it protects. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm was in Grand Forks today with Senator John Hoeven and Governor Doug Burgum to meet with energy leaders. They discussed North Dakota's opportunities to expand green energy technologies and saving current infrastructure, saying there's a lot of potential in the state.
For the coal and power plant communities across this country, I get the importance both from the workers' point of view as well as for the economic opportunity for a state to be able to clean the technology, decarbonize the technologies they have, and move into diversifying new technologies.
Local leaders say they need her office to help coordinate future projects, specifically with supporting an extension of crucial tax credits. Still ahead tonight, trading for treasure. Inside secrets on what makes a trading card worth even more.
We're expecting some mighty chilly temperatures first thing in the morning. Some patchy frost will be possible in our area, but that chance of cold really increases as we start your weekend. I'll have hour by hour details on a First Alert Weather Day.